want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they'd built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going up by 40. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Play action. Now Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Dancing to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now a 2nd and 2. Waddle, the motion man right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Tua now on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.